Hey, here, Ricky Rubio. Good luck in your game against Seattle. Let's go, Loons.
Talk Radio.
Yeah, howdy. Oh, yeah. We are back. This is Fuzzjock Radio. I am one of your hosts of the three. Oh, no, wait. We actually have four. We have four hosts tonight. I am one of them. One fourth of the four quadrants of the four quarters of the fourth of the third kind, Fuzzy. And then we also have our host from California,
C-Dubs, that's me.
And then we have a host with the most that wears glasses.
Oh, hi.
That's James.
I wear glasses. I'm getting some new glasses. I was supposed to get them today.
Yeah, because we talked
They're
about
late.
that last week.
Yeah, they're late.
Are you still wearing those old ones?
Yes.
Oh, hold on. Before we get into it, man, we need to introduce the fourth of the fourth quadrants, the quarters of the third kind. We got the host with the most, the guest host, ghost dude. His name is Colin.
Hello, everybody. I'm going to take the fourth host position as representative of the four Super Bowl losses, and that's consecutive losses, not just like 2-2 here like the Vikings. 4 in a row losses of the Buffalo Bills. I'm going to wear that number 4 proudly.
Hey, oh man, that's awesome! It all connects together.
Yeah.
I really like how that all works.
Go, man.
As the audience knows, we had Colin on first season.
Yeah, a couple of months ago.
Yeah.
Last year.
We weren't. We were in the same room when we did that.
We were, except for Charlie. He was out in California.
Yeah, so that had to have been the first season because we didn't do the second or third season in together at all. It's all virtual studio. I call this a virtual studio. I don't know if anybody else out there calls it what we're doing a virtual studio, but I call it a virtual studio.
Yeah, I like it.
So we didn't really go over too many things on how this works now that we're in pandemic mode, but you know, you're really good at like winging things, and I know you're on stage. Mr. Colin, if you don't remember, is a member of a group called the Goodnight Goldust, a band from Mankato. I do not have any of their songs lined up for you to hear, but I will provide links for you to listen to.
Yeah.
You can always hear them on Fuzz Talk Radio.
Yes, fuzztalkradio.com, 24 hours, 7 days a week, and Goodnight Goldust does play on that, and they also have their own website, goodnightgoldust.com.
Yep.
So,
it's a hard band name to not find. Goodnight Goldust. We're out there. Just type it in.
So, we normally start the show off with how our week's been. We usually don't like talk too much about the COVID stuff because this is not a COVID podcast. We tend to get into things sometimes, but like when we talk about like how our week goes, we already know that, you know, you probably wore a mask, hopefully. Is that correct? How's your week, Colin? That's what I'm asking you right now.
Oh, yeah. What's today, Monday? Last Monday to today, it was really great, actually. I got news on this past Wednesday that I won a Minnesota State Arts Board grant. So that's kind of a big deal. $6,000 coming my way to help me record my solo album, which I'll be working on throughout the coming year. So yeah, it's that was sort of the highlight of my week.
That's awesome. Very good.
Yeah,
for
thank you. Yeah,
Very good.
thanks.
Congratulations.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah.
JMS,
Hey,
how was your week since the last time we spoke?
it's all right. It's all right. I stuck around the house
Yeah. Good.
and saw some television,
Yeah. Good.
some of the streaming episodes.
Of anything you'd
entertainment.
like to recommend to the viewers or us at all, or
Oh,
we're
man.
gonna go with the we're not sponsored by shit. and probably-
Yeah, we're not sponsored by the Disneys, but if you happen to stream some Disneys, if you don't watch Milo Murphy's Law, you're missing out on some real good stuff.
Milo Murphy's Law.
Oh yeah.
Okay. C-Dubs,
Yo,
what's up? How was your week? What's going on?
Mike was fine.
Yeah.
Did stuff around the house, prepared for the holidays. We now have a wooden tree made out of pallets, like an old pallet cut up. Now just sitting in front of our house because those are our decorations because we don't have Christmas decorations otherwise.
Wait a minute.
So-
What? You have a
Yeah, what? I can't imagine this.
We have a tree made out of a pallet. So it's just like a pallet cut into pieces and then made a tree out of it.
Yeah, what's so
Okay.
hard to understand about that?
oh, then that's in your front yard.
Yeah, it's just in our front yard.
That's neat. I
That's
like
right.
it.
It's painted white, so it looks like a snow-covered tree.
Oh, okay. Is this something that the LA people do out there? Is this like, or is this a
No, everyone in our neighborhood is like decked out to the tens. They're full-blown Christmas land over here, except our house.
So you
So I put a tree.
guys look poor as hell, I bet, over there, huh?
Yeah.
Good.
Will there be pictures in the show notes that you can share with the listeners of this?
Yes.
Okay.
I'll put a picture of me with the tree up on there.
oh, pallet tree. Oh, pallet tree.
A pallet tree.
We definitely need to add that to our show notes, or to one of our next upgrades, guys, for season
Pallet
4.
tree?
Yeah, pallet trees for everyone.
Pallet tree?
Hashtag pallet tree.
No, show notes. It would be nice to have some show notes. I think that would be
Nice
neat.
Denise to have. Are you
Some
speaking
photos.
English?
I don't know what's going on over here. My computer told me it wasn't working, but it seems to be working. So things are strange over in Fuzz Talk Radio Land over here. So
Mhm.
just please bear with me. I have my nightly cup of nightly brown right now. So
Nice, dude.
yeah.
Yummy.
Nobody's gonna ask me, so I'll just say
No, I'm-
my
Yeah.
week.
How was your week, man?
My week was good. I did the things and the stuffs that the Fuzzy does. Got a new work vehicle,
Classic.
so that's exciting. Don't have.
What's the new vehicle? What is it?
I got this Honda Civic.
Ooh, Honda Civic. Hell yeah. What year?
In 2015. Wow, I'm
Ooh, wow.
having deja vu right now, so that means that this is a good thing that I did this. Yeah, 2015 Honda Civic I got.
Oh man.
Got a nice loan on it.
Nice.
And I got to tell you, it's weird having a car that I don't have to fight to drive.
That's awesome,
Never
man.
realized
Yeah,
how easy it is to actually drive
I hope to
Yeah.
have one.
from one place
someday.
to another.
Sounds nice.
Congratulations. That's
Yeah,
awesome.
yeah, it's weird. I'm not used to having something, that's not just a hand me down. But
Yeah.
I went and did it. Probably not the best times in the world to go get another big loan for myself, but got to do it. So
Yeah.
got to have something that works, and because my
You
other
gotta treat yourself.
well,
Yeah.
the other car too, I got it was a $500 car that I got in 2012, and it started stalling at stop signs unless if I had my foot on the gas pedal.
Nope.
Can't really
Don't
drive
want that.
No.
Yeah. No thanks.
We just got done with a Monday Night Football game, and
Double header.
oh yeah, that's right. It was doubleheader tonight, wasn't it?
Yeah, 2 games.
Go Go ahead while I bring up the notes. I'm still working on
Yeah.
getting that going.
So we had the earlier game was the Washington football team versus the undefeated Steelers. And shockingly enough, the Washington football team was able to pull off a victory.
Wow.
So we've got the Steelers as no longer undefeated.
What?
How did that happen?
Game. But that was really weird because so even though it was put on earlier, it was not nationally broadcast on every channel. Like not every person who watched Fox got that game,
Really?
which I find very strange.
That is strange.
Yeah.
Is that why?
That's probably why they lost.
Is that is that why my roommate was saying that he was watching the live game and it really wasn't?
Yeah, because they rebroadcasted it immediately on NFL Network.
Ah, interesting.
Yeah, weird.
People who missed it thought it was live then.
Huh.
So,
Oh man.
do we have any undefeated teams anymore?
Nope.
Nope.
None.
No more.
The COVID ridden Ravens beat Ben Roethlisberger's
No,
team.
they lost.
They lost too.
They lost last week. The Steelers won last week against them. Steelers beat Washington this week.
Oh
Or lost to Washington this weekend.
Yeah.
Sorry.
my goodness, my timing and everything is off right now. Like I don't even know. I have no idea what day it is.
Well, that game was less than a
Thursday.
I thought it was
week
Sunday.
ago,
Yeah, it's
Definitely
Monday.
Thursday.
Okay.
yeah, that game
Yeah.
was less than a week ago.
We
so
know.
I'm not surprised. You're confused.
Yeah, that's very strange. So that game happened earlier today, and that's also what's going on too. Is that I don't know what the fuck's going on. They rebroadcasted that game, and my roommate's saying that it's brand new, and you all the way out in California is telling me that that game already happened when you should actually be behind time with me. Like
Yeah. And
2020,
they'll just do
dude.
games whenever they want now. It's like, oh, is this Thursday night football now?
This seems like what they're doing.
Like, where'd
Um,
that come from?
They had another game, the regular Monday night football game, the Bills versus the 49ers.
Go Bills.
Collins, if you guys remember, Collins, big team.
Yeah.
So
I grew up. Yeah. Go ahead.
so
He's what we would call a willy billy.
Willie Billy.
That's a saying. That's a saying for Bills fans.
So
Yeah.
Willy billy.
Maybe west of Mississippi, maybe.
the Bills haven't won Monday night football games this decade. No,
Yeah.
Century.
this century.
Yeah. Not since Doug Flutie in '99, man. You remember Doug Flutie?
That was all the way back in '99, wasn't it? Yeah, I remember.
Yeah,
him.
dude. Yep. Yep. That was the season where, the Bills had their big run, and then '94, I think, was the last like real deal where they were at all contenders. And then there was sort of these murky years, like Todd Collins was their quarterback, and he was just some guy. And then I think '99, Doug Flutie came out of Canada or something. This short little guy. He's about my height, like 5'8" or so, 5'7", 5'8". And he took the Bills to the playoffs for the first time, I think, since the Kelly era. And then they still didn't do anything in the playoffs. But
Yeah.
Doug Flutie was a hero. He was like our hero. We still talk about Doug Flutie.
Well,
He had a cereal named after him.
the Fruit Loops.
No, man,
Yeah.
Flutie Flakes.
Oh, Flutie Flakes.
Flutie Flakes. Yeah, we had a box on the top of the fridge for a long time. Just don't open
They
the Flutie Flakes.
During the game.
Yeah. That's cool. I missed the reference, but I don't doubt it. That's cool. He was a big deal, man. He was huge.
Well, they probably need to make a cereal after their quarterback now, Josh Allen. The Allen Flakes, Allen O's maybe.
Allen-O's. Yeah.
Allen O's. That sounds good.
Allen-O's. Right. That's good.
Because they won tonight. They ended up winning. So they
It was
they broke their streak.
yeah, that's right.
They
What
did
a
it.
thing.
Have you been following
guys-
the Bills? Really,
In your face, Doug Flutie.
the Bills have been doing pretty well this year, haven't they?
I'm looking at their stats right now. They're 9-3. And the Browns are 9-3 too, which is weird. But yeah, Bills are 9-3, 5-1 at home, 4-2 on the road. You haven't seen these numbers really since like the end of last century, since the early 90s. Like, and I know that Vikings fans can relate to like your team sort of having ebbs and flows.
Yeah.
But the Vikings have at least made the playoffs, here and there. As Charlie was saying, every other year the Vikings make the playoffs. The Bills didn't make. They had the longest playoff drought, right, up until like 2 years ago. And so like this is all. So like as a Buffalo guy, as a Western New Yorker, you look at your sports team doing well, and it's like don't think about it, don't talk about it, don't tell anybody.
Do you get anxiety watching the games and all that? Definitely, huh?
Yeah.
Huh.
Luckily, I'm like far enough removed from it that it doesn't. I don't really care one way or the other. If they do well, that's great, and if they don't, that's no skin off my teeth. But it's cool.
But it's fun when
it's
it's
like
fun
a
when they're
cool
good.
little-
Oh, man.
Dude, it's
fun
amazing.
when they're
yeah.
good.
It is.
Yeah.
I can see that being a lot more fun than what we dealt with on Sunday.
What happened?
Well,
Yeah.
the Vikings won, but it was gut wrenching because it was a horribly played game, and they almost let it go to the Panthers, who have
Jaguars.
or the Jaguars, who have not done well all season.
They've only had one win.
Oof. The Jags, yeah, they won one, right?
Yeah, they
Lord.
should have won too.
They should have won too.
Should have.
Absolutely, the way the Vikings played, and if the Vikings played this way next week against
Can we
Tampa
play
Bay.
the Jets?
Tampa
We
Bay,
should play the Jets.
no,
Let's lose to the Jets.
let's just play the Jets the rest of the season.
That'd be
Yeah.
nice. Can we do that? Can we book that?
Yeah, I really wish we could, but we can't.
Just hire
Okay,
them.
Reds guy.
Hire them to put on the uniforms of whatever team's on our schedule.
I did,
You're hired.
but yeah, no,
That's
this
funny.
was just not a good game. They had kicking issues.
Then what- Yeah. We
Uh,
had kicking issues. Cooks fumbled again. Second game in a row.
So-
O-line issues, which what caused Kirk to fumble the game before.
did any of you actually watch the game on TV, or I listened to it on the radio while I was running around?
I heard it. I watched the replay, but I listened to it on the radio when I was.
Did they say anything about Cook other than that fumble?
Not really.
Because they kept the announcers on the radio, which is always nice to. It was nice to listen to radio announcers because they'll notice things that's going on the field, and they will point them out way more than like TV announcers will. TV announcers are always more about like the visual of what's actually on the camera at that moment, and radio hosts they have the option to look around and say whatever they see. And they noticed that they kept on mentioning that Cook doesn't seem to be with it. Like he kept like, it wasn't moping, but he definitely wasn't in the game. Like his head wasn't in the game. He just he wasn't able to, like at one point, one of the announcers said that it looked like one of the coaches was asking him, "Is everything okay?" And so something was definitely on Cook's mind and definitely was going on. So I was just wondering if any of the other announcers had mentioned that they noticed that Cook just seemed to be out of it, not feeling well or something.
I was listening to the Red Zone version of the radio, so they only mentioned specific plays. I didn't hear anything about that, but that would make a lot of sense for why he seemed to have had pretty off game for how he's been playing lately. If he wasn't feeling right,
And the defense at first were not doing that well. However, they kind of picked it up a bit. But they were dealing with losing Eric Hendricks at the very beginning of right before the game even started. Like during warm-ups and stretches, like he tweaked something and he was not able to come back on the field. So they started off the game with, one of their best linebackers, without one of their best linebackers. So,
well, I'd say the best player on the defense right now.
yeah, it's just weird. It was a weird, sloppy, crappy game, and hopefully Zimmer kicks them in the butt to get them to, because we can't play like that against Tom Brady.
No, but you know who was good?
Who's that?
Jefferson.
Jefferson was
Rookie
great.
man.
Yes, he broke
Jefferson McRookieman.
he broke Randy Moss's record of 1,039 yards and 7 touchdowns. He has 61 catches on the season, 221 yards and a touchdown this last game. But yeah, he broke Randy Moss's rookie season all pass record, which is great. He's on the caliber of Odell Beckham when he was a rookie, Randy Moss, and a couple other really high up there receivers. And who would have thought? Like,
Dude,
we got rid of Diggs, and we're all like, oh man, it's just Adam Thielen. We got rid of Diggs to Collins Bills, who ended up doing really well.
yeah, get the ball to Diggs.
But like, what are we gonna
We
do?
still believe that.
What are we gonna? What's Minnesota gonna do? Well, we got this Justin Jefferson.
And he's doing the
great
gritty
pickup.
all the time now.
Great pickup.
Dude, and just imagine how good he could be playing if he played with a better quarterback.
Right? Who also, by the way, has his own cereal. Did you know that, Colin?
No.
Yeah, Kirk Cousins has shoot, what is it called? It's like cinnamon snaps. Cinnamon
Oh,
snaps.
I think I saw it at Hy-Vee the
yeah,
other day.
yeah, it's a special Hy-Vee cereal.
That's awesome.
Where all the proceeds are going to some donation, some charity, to help feed people.
Yeah.
He's no matter how much Jameis hates him, because he's a garbage quarterback.
Oh, it's
He's he's a garbage stats quarterback, you know. I think that Jameis actually will still feel that way if the Vikings go to the Super Bowl as well.
They're not, though. Why would they do that?
What if they did? And
Whoa. What? Wow, dude.
I'm not gonna put any words in your mouth or anything. But what if you said like they won the Super Bowl, and I bet you would say, imagine them with a good quarterback winning the Super Bowl.
Would have been easy.
It would have been. You would have been like. It would have been great. We will all laugh. We will be like, oh, imagine the Vikings winning the Super Bowl with a better quarterback than Kirk Cousins. How much fun would that be?
That
But yeah,
Sounds so absurdist.
but yeah, no. No matter how much Jameis hates on Kurt, he still provides opportunities and donates back to the community, which is awesome.
yeah.
Yeah, good
he's
job.
still a good-
Yeah.
I guess.
So we picked up Jefferson,
Yes.
and my friend Splinter, our friend Splinter, a friend of the podcast,
know
Mr.
Splinter.
Splinter, Master Splinter, he wanted to point out, yeah, sure, you got this really awesome wide receiver. That's definitely helping the Vikings. You know what also helped the Vikings? Getting rid of Ngakwe. Is that how you?
Ngakwe.
There's the
Ngakwe?
Ngakwe's curse.
Yeah.
With him, the Vikings were 1-5. Without him, they're now 4-1. The Ravens, without him, 5-1, and then with him, 1-4.
Did that just happen this year?
Yes.
Yeah. Since the trade.
Oh, wow.
So,
Why is that guy cursed?
it's just the way it is.
Is
I don't like it. I don't know if he provides bad. I don't know if it's him.
what does he
specifically,
play?
but
Which position? What's his position on life?
I believe he's
In the
either a
game of
defensive
football.
end or a linebacker.
Okay.
Um,
I just think he needs to find a really badass acronym for his name, because that's a great name, Ngakwe.
that's a really good name.
So what's some examples we could come up with?
Be like, not gonna allow kicking over USA ever.
Curse.
What?
Yeah.
Okay. I would say it's no gorillas allowed No gorillas allowed. Oh, I can't think of K. What's K?
Huh.
Knowing our
Nope.
unique. Oh wait, that doesn't work.
No gorillas are knowing our unique errors.
Mhm.
All right.
That's it. That's not way.
That's what it is.
So yeah, we already said that the Steelers got their first loss to the Washington football team, 17-23. The Jets blew another game. They are now 0-12.
Are they just doing the tank this year? Or are they just like going for it?
Classic.
The tank for Trevor.
No, dude, they're
Who's
trying.
Trevor? He's the like all-star.
Yeah, he's like the
college something or
the
other.
college guy.
Mhm.
Here, Corey Trevor.
But at the same time, they have a quarterback, right, Charlie?
They're gonna get rid of him. It's
Vinny Testaverde.
Yeah, they're gonna bring Vinny back. They have all intentions to let Sam Darnold just go. Just let him go.
Really?
So their quarterback situation doesn't matter to them.
Also, they are losing a lot of coaches.
Yeah, they're firing a lot of people. This play that ended the game for them, which lost the game for them, was all-out blitz with no deep defenders on what was going to be a Hail Mary. Clearly something you send defenders deep on, right? Well, they did single coverage and just rushed everyone to the quarterback. Carr threw it, nailed the Hail Mary, got the touchdown, and they lost the game.
Whoa!
So they were like, defensive coordinator, you put a guy from the CFL on their running or their wide receiver who ran deep. This is an obvious miscalculation on your end. You fucked this up. You are fired.
Wow.
They just fired him. They just fired the guy.
They fired him. They fired his ass.
So you
Sorry, dude.
Greg Williams.
So you're telling me that they were in the position to win the game?
They were going to. They had 10 seconds left. They were.
Oh my goodness!
Fourth down.
They were going to win their first game of the season.
It's they're riding the tank, man.
Yeah, it was all for them to take, and they could not. They could not win the game.
Wow!
And then that guy got fired immediately
He lost
after
his
that play.
It's just kind of
right?
mind blowing, man.
Yeah.
Like,
Wow!
Firing somebody right now is from like a stable job. Like you're fired. It's like, man, can you just like give me the rest of the season? Just like let me just run this one out. You know?
No.
Yeah.
Ouch! No!
No. Get out. Wow. The Sabres, just to talk about Bill stuff, rather
not very good.
Buffalo stuff. The Sabres a couple of years ago, they were just like really riding the tank too, and I was like rooting for them. Like, come on, guys, let's win every game. And it became more and more obvious that they were just. It seemed like they were just trying to tank to get the number 1 pick, and they ended up somehow with the number 2 pick, which was sort of like a funny thing.
Yeah.
But that's just Buffalo. Buffalo screwed again, you know.
Yeah, that'll show him.
Is that when they got Is that when they got what's his name? Connor McDavid?
Connor McDavid was the number 1. He went to Edmonton. Buffalo had the
Oh, he
worst
went to
record.
Edmonton.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. That was
Buffalo
that.
had
Okay.
Buffalo had the
Yeah.
worst record in the league. They should have gotten the number 1 pick, but because of the NHL's draft lottery, which like
Right.
they just instated that year to like I think screw Buffalo. Buffalo got the 2nd pick. So they got Jack Eichel, who's a great player, but McDavid is like McJesus, you know, he's this whole thing. Anyway, I don't want to get you off topic here.
It's all right. It's good.
Is someone going off the notes?
Fuzzy says, "Don't go off the notes." I was like, okay.
The Giants got their second win, beating the Seahawks 17-12.
The Seahawks? What?
Yeah.
They don't. No.
So that makes it the Packers won 30-16 against the Eagles. Patriots 45-0 against the Chargers.
That's wild.
Chiefs 22-16
Without
Broncos.
Tom Brady.
Without what? Without Tom Brady?
The
Yeah, Cam
Pats.
Newton.
Well, the Patriots.
Oh,
Cam
yeah,
Newton.
Cam Newton. Duh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Pats putting up 45 without Tom Brady. That's
Well, they
wild.
put up 45 with 2, I believe it was 2 special teams touchdowns. Like they blocked a field goal and returned it for a
What?
touchdown.
Who blocks field goals?
Yeah.
Cam Newton.
Apparently, it's Bill Belichick's team. Anyway,
Colts 26 to Texans 20. Rams win 38-28 against the Cardinals. New York Giants 17 to Seattle Seahawks 12. Bengals lose to the Dolphins 19-7. Vikings win 27-24 against the Jaguars.
oh god.
Raiders
job,
31.
guys.
Jets 28. Saints 21. Falcons 16. Lions 34. Bears 30. Browns 40. Browns 41 to Titans 35. The Browns
Right?
and the
That's
Browns.
my team.
Am I seeing that right?
That's my
9-3 right now.
Yeah, that's weird.
Yes.
It's like
Look
seeing the
also-
Bills at 9-3.
Look how the Browns scored in that game. Look at the first, second, and third and fourth quarter. They scored
Crazy.
almost all of their points in the first half.
Holy crap!
Yeah,
10-28 in the first and second quarter. That's crazy.
yeah.
Wow.
It's a close game, all things considered.
Yeah.
I mean, they won by less than a touchdown, which is well, touchdown on extra point.
Yep.
Yeah, crazy. I don't know.
That's a
The
crazy game.
Browns.
That was a crazy game.
So that's
Do
the
you remember
wrap.
those?
The Saints are still doing really good.
Yeah,
Fuck
the
the
Taysom-
Saints.
yeah.
Who's
Even
who are they starting with their quarterback?
Taysom Hill.
Vinny Testaverde.
Oh, no kidding. Taysom Hill?
yeah,
Oh
yeah.
man, Taysom Hill. That guy's so great. He's probably gonna be the next Bo Jackson. I love Taysom Hill. Hey, you guys want to know something about Taysom Hill?
What?
Yes.
He's Taysomerific.
Is that a cereal? Does he have his own cereal?
He's gonna. It's gonna be way better than.
Flutie
Everything.
Flakes.
No, I'm gonna say Kirk
Flutie
Cousins.
Flakes were just like really sugary cornflakes. Like
Yeah.
cornflakes with sugar, but like 700 pounds of extra sugar on each flake. That was a Flutie Flake. It was incredible.
Yum.
They were amazing.
Oh, I love
Yeah.
that.
I got like 8 cavities eating those things.
I'm all about it.
baseball. We got some baseball news, boys.
Yeah.
What's this first article here, C-Dubs?
So I thought since Colin's on, we'd bring up that there's recently been baseball in Buffalo.
Really?
Uh,
Do they not have a team?
Nope.
No team in
No.
Buffalo, huh?
No, there's a minor league team. The Buffalo Bisons is the
Mhm.
Cleveland Indians farm team.
Okay.
But outside of that, yeah.
Okay. So go ahead.
Since the Toronto Blue Jays play in Canada, and because of the pandemic they couldn't cross the border,
Mm-hmm.
they played in Buffalo and actually they're revamping an old like small AAA stadium to be really nice so that they can keep playing there, because it sounds like they might have to play there next season as well.
Oh, neat.
So Buffalo's going to have some baseball.
It's not an old AAA stadium. It's just like it's right in the downtown area. It's like where the hell do the Twins play? It's just like where the Twins play. It's like right in
okay.
the downtown area.
Okay.
But it's a AAA stadium. It's
Okay.
not some like
Some old
It's not
like in the-
Yeah.
rum.
The skirts.
it's not some sandlot that they
Yeah,
just
it's
like,
like
you
the
know,
skirts of town.
Yeah.
It's a legitimate baseball field.
Oh,
It's
that's-
a thing.
Okay. Well, that's cool.
It's all right to be a AAA. It's cool, dude.
Well,
It's
we'll
fine.
need to
It's like, wait a minute.
we'll
There's
need
no
to
disrespect in a AAA stadium.
They're actually
You
playing
know.
at my old high school. They fly them down to
No.
Lincolnville. They're playing at my high school right now.
That's not real.
Well, we'll need to make sure to mark that down as the Buffalo. What are they called again? The Buffalo Blue
Buffalo
Jays.
Blue Jays.
Buffalo Blitz. That's really cool.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I like that a lot.
Buffalo Blue Jays.
In some other news,
I root for that team.
no, that's what we'll do. We'll keep track of them and make sure that the audience, the Fuzz Jockers, know how your Buffalo Blue Jays are doing.
Yeah.
Because we talk about you when you haven't been on the since the
That's
last time
cool.
you've been on the show.
I appreciate
we bring
that.
you up
That
every
makes
once
me
in a
feel
while.
good.
Yeah, you're one of our hosts. Like I said before.
I'm here, man.
Like I
You're
said,
forever a character in the Fuzz Jockiverse.
yeah. And you're more than a guest. You're on the same playing level as the three of us. Like you're just as much of an importance to the show as we are.
Yeah.
You're one.
You're canon.
You're a fourth. You're.
Well, I wouldn't be here if it weren't for you guys. So I'm
don't-
honored as always to be
I
here.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that.
I am.
By the way, no, I don't know if you would be. I don't know if it was because of us that you were on the show. I think you probably would have been on the show even if we weren't part of it. Is what I'm saying.
Just like nebulously on a sports podcast right now.
Called Fuzz Jock Radio. Yep, on Fuzz Talk
That's right.
Radio, which has a web store called fuzztalkshop.com where you can purchase any of your t-shirts or hoodies or World Championship Fuzzy Memory sweaters. There's also tank tops and tote bags, and that's the way kind of how we pay for. No, that's how I pay for the service of Fuzz Talk Radio is through merchandise sales. So if you haven't purchased your Fuzz Talk Radio or Fuzz Jock Radio t-shirt or hoodie yet, please go to fuzztalkshop.com and purchase one. And then that way we can make sure that the only ads that you hear on Fuzz Talk Radio are that. Next we have, we're still in Major League Baseball. I just went into a little
Do you
zone
want to
there.
know about baseball?
So they put out the baseball's most handsome managers of 2020.
It was me.
And guess who? It was you?
Yeah.
You put it out? You put out the list, or you're the number one handsome
No,
baseball player?
I made the list,
You made the list.
and then I sent it to
Like,
someone
Like as in
to publish it.
you're a baseball manager and you made the list, like you're number 2 or 3 or something like that, or
No, I'm an author
oh, you're the author.
of the list.
Okay. Well, guess what? Our Twins manager, Rocco Baldelli, the fish listening baseball manager of the Twins, number 1. He's the he's the most handsome baseball manager. And
He's
the
great.
person that wrote the article said that he went through scores of 2020 photos for each manager, and almost every single one could be found either not wearing masks during games or more often wearing them below the nose in an ineffective manner. Baldelli may have slipped here and there, but I could not find a photo in which he was not fully masked.
It's very good.
Yeah.
He's
And he's got
handsome.
that,
Careful.
and he's got a cool looks like he's got a cool Black Lives Matter shirt on too in this
Yeah.
photo I'm looking at. That's sweet.
He wears that mask handsomely.
Yes, he does. And he was recognized for it. And that's really pretty awesome.
Did you know that the St. Paul Saints are about to become a Twins associated AAA team?
Neat.
Are they really?
So what does that mean?
Yep.
Will their players get to be like picked up by the Twins if they
Yeah.
want to move up? That's awesome.
Yeah.
How cool to because
Oh,
I was
man.
mentioning earlier about the Buffalo Bisons, like they're connected to the Cleveland Indians, which is only 3 hours away. But like it'd be really cool if you were playing AAA in the town, in the city where your major league team was. That's
Yeah.
really cool.
It makes it more, I would think that it'd make them feel more connected and more family-like and more community-driven that way.
Well,
if it was together like that, instead of it being like what you got going on. I mean, what you got going on is not just a city away, but it's also a state away.
Yeah. Yeah.
I was gonna say it would be like the Twins having the Moondogs.
Yeah, that'd be really cool.
It would make the connection. It would be really neat.
Yeah, and he'd be like, "Hey, man, that Moondog is playing for the Twins now. I saw that guy down here in my backyard
Right. Yeah.
playing on my high school baseball diamond."
But the Saints got
like
it.
the
And that's cool.
Blue Jays.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool.
I did not hear that, James.
Oh man.
Good bit there because.
Yeah.
I bet our friend
Do you have the soundboard of our what happened?
Mm-hmm.
Because do you want to know what happened to him?
Uh-oh, what?
The bathroom?
Sure, May
What
got-
happened?
He got traded to the bathroom.
What?
I don't
The
know. what
Twins
happened.
win.
Straight to the toilet.
The
Where is he going?
Where's he going?
He went to the Mets, didn't he?
That sounds right. I don't
What
know.
happened?
Pretty sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm pretty
What
sure.
happened? What
What
happened?
happened?
So can we
What happened?
use this sound bit anymore?
What happened?
I don't know.
If he's
What
not
happened?
on
If he
his
still
voice?
if he still streams, maybe. We'll see.
Oh well, he wasn't doing
we
that
did-
well anyway. So
we did-
good luck.
We
buddy.
did re-sign Taylor Rogers though.
Okay.
So that happened. Those are a couple roster changes that we'll be
Okay.
looking at with our handsome manager.
When does we're not playing baseball right now?
No.
When does baseball start? Like March?
No, we're doing a podcast right now.
I know we're doing it. Where am I?
The winter meetings are supposed to happen soon, so this is like off season.
yeah.
Just when like they trade and
Winter meetings
Yeah.
are happening just like this week. Like they're happening really soon,
Yeah.
but they're not having.
I'm always amazed.
I have heard whispers that Kike Hernandez might go to the Twins.
Really?
He's apparently been rumored for the Twins.
Mm.
So I've loved Kike. He's played for the Dodgers for many years, and he's always been a very good player. And he can play basically any position.
And he
I've
does.
seen him play. I've seen him play everything, but catcher.
He played pitcher.
I've seen him pitch.
Wow.
Yeah, that's an Adrianza right there.
So
Has this guy ever done a manager? Because Adrianza did that.
I don't think he's managed. No, I don't. That is fair.
Yeah.
On to NBA.
So.
The NBA schedule has come to light that they're going to do it in parts this upcoming season. The first half of the 2021 season begins December 22nd, 2020, and runs through March 4th. And then
Interesting.
and then they're gonna start up the next half after that.
Will this be down in Orlando still? Back into the bubble?
That's the answer.
Because- Because
believe
when they
it's
did
eight.
that was just like playoff teams. This is a season with every team.
This is a season with everybody, yeah.
Yeah, it's at their stadiums, I believe, and they're going to be no fans for most of them. But I think there are places trying to get fans in.
Yep. The
Idiots.
our Timberwolves start playing on December 12th against the Memphis Grizzlies.
Wow,
Roar.
that's a couple days. That's cool.
Whoa, what really?
No,
Wow.
Well, that's preseason.
December 12th.
That's
Yeah,
less than a week.
yeah,
Oh, crap.
less than a week.
Oh, dude.
Yeah, so
Timberwolves got a hot lineup coming.
we have a really awesome fucking team coming up, man.
Sweet.
We got Ricky Rubio back. We got
The first pick in
Oh,
the
well,
draft.
my friends call me Tricky Ricky. El Niño no Snow, El Niño Mopa, The Thief, Rufio, Spanish Samurai, El Mago, Octopus, Slick Ricky, El Paso.
we have
He
Carl
has a lot
Anthony.
of nicknames.
Carl Anthony Towns is coming back, and D'Angelo Russell we just acquired him last season, and weren't able to see too much of his action. We got that Edwards as the first pick of the draft, and he's going to be awesome. Anthony Edwards. So yeah, it's going to be fucking fun to watch the Timberwolves. It's a young team, and it'll be a lot of fun. Something else that's fun. I don't know if that's the right transition, guys, but because this is kind of like a serious topic for some people, and some people think it's just a fun topic. But the NBA is deciding to stop testing for marijuana. For the 2021 NBA, the NBA season, they're not going to conduct random marijuana tests due to the unusual circumstances in conjunction with the pandemic. We have agreed with the MBPA to suspend random testing of marijuana for the 2021 season and focus our random testing program on performance-enhancing products and drugs of abuse. The NBA spokesperson Mike Bass said in a statement. So that's a big,
Cool.
that's a big step forward for that.
Yeah,
for that
that's
community.
awesome.
Do you get the feeling that between the lines, it's kind of like, we don't want to be telling people that they can't get high when there's a fucking pandemic going on in a failed state right now?
It kind of sounds kind of that way.
Yeah, in circumstance
It's
with
like-
the conjunction of the pandemic,
Everybody's
Fine.
stressed out, so just
we're
fucking.
We
connecting
don't.
the two.
Yeah.
here.
Okay.
Yeah.
It does kind of sound
Yeah.
like that. It's kind of what I was thinking too. At the same time, it also indicates to the fact that they recognize the fact that more states have legalized it after this last election.
Right.
Mhm.
And how
When will Minnesota do it?
once they get their asses out of their heads,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yep. The time's a flat circle, man.
it is. It really is.
It'll be sometime after Utah
because like
or
how,
Idaho.
how can they tell?
It'll be after Idaho.
How can they tell a player
Yeah.
not to smoke this if it's or ingest this product if it's absolutely 100% legal in the state that they live in or that they play
Exactly. It's
in?
absurd.
But and yeah, that's
cool.
good on them. The NBA has really been really progressive with what a lot of people mention is that they see a lot of true colors come out of people and things when this pandemic hit and after George Floyd passed away or got murdered.
Right.
And the NBA has been fucking phenomenal with any of their responses for anything that's been going on in 2020. They allowed their players to speak out, to wear jerseys that have they were the. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think that they're the first professional team to be like, or organization to be like, yo, you can wear jerseys that say whatever you want. Do whatever you want.
Different phrases on the back.
So like the jerseys had different phrases like Black Lives Matter or
Cool. That's cool.
vote or
A
whatever.
difference, education reform, stuff like that.
And
Neat.
then when the pandemic hit, they were pretty much the first league to shut everything down and just be like, okay, let's figure this out. And then they they coordinated with ESPN and Disney and bubbled everybody up in into Disney World and had all their games in Disney World and nobody could leave. And like this guy got fucking in trouble for ordering chicken wings or chicken nuggets or something. And he got in trouble for it. And then they're like, oh, wow, the NBA is really taking this serious. And then they went through the rest of their season and their playoffs with no cases.
Yeah, it
single one.
worked.
And it's fucking...
It worked. Yeah.
No way.
Yeah, and you see what's happening with the NFL.
But then there was also the NHL. They also were on the they saw what the NBA did. They worked towards that too.
But unfortunately, this COVID stuff is, no matter how hard you try not to get it, there's a chance that you do. And unfortunately, our Karl Anthony Towns, our Minnesota Timberwolves center, lost a lot to COVID. He lost his mother at the very beginning of this, like right around right away, like March. And then this week, the seventh family member, including has now died of the virus.
Jeez.
He said,
Jeez.
I've seen a lot of coffins in the last 7 months. I'm the one looking for answers still, trying to find how to keep them healthy. It's just a lot of responsibility on me to keep my family well informed and to make all the moves necessary to keep them alive. Towns said that his father also contracted COVID but survived. He says that I feel like I've been hardened a little bit by life and humbled. And it's like, it sucks. And I can't even imagine trying to start up a new new NBA season right now. Going through that would be fucking hard as hell.
Yeah.
And it just shows, how serious this shit is. Like, if you get it, you don't know what's going to happen to you.
No idea.
And
yeah,
if you get it and you survive, you don't know who you've infected while not wearing a mask or doing things. And then, I don't know. It just sucks. And I really feel for Carl. And I don't know. I don't know how he would be able to do anything, but he's setting himself up with a pretty awesome season coming up here. So
yeah,
and then that's all I gotta say about that, I guess. And then the NHL, like we were saying, was doing good with the COVID, but then what we said last week, since they're not in the bubble, a bunch of their players are starting to catch it.
They're reporting and they're showing up with it, and so they're having to quarantine right away.
Yeah, because their season's supposed to start up soon, and so they're reporting to practices and reporting, and they're testing and getting it. And I'm just gonna read off this quote. Because there's a lot of rumors going on about the start date and the length of the season. As per the NHL and the NHLPA talks last night, 52 game and 56 game both on the table, but sources say both the league and the NHLPA would prefer 56 games if time allows. Remember that they want to end Cup finals in early July. And again, nothing's said or done yet. There's economic issues remain. They would like to start about January 15th is what they're saying now, instead of the 1st. But
they'd get the games up there in the 50s, but yeah, they'd have to get this going quick. I mean, that's not that far. January 15th.
Oh, I'm getting frustrated again, guys. I'm getting absolutely frustrated again. This reminds me of something that we talked about last season. When they were talking about trying to jam their last season in, we were saying, why don't you just stop right now so you can figure out what to do next for your next season?
Yeah.
Right?
Did they take the time to do that?
No, they all the leagues just jammed everything in, and they're like, "Oh no, we gotta finish 2019." Fuck that. Who cares? Who cares about 2019, 2020? Like, the pandemic hit. It's time to stop everything.
Yeah, because now it puts in jeopardy this season when they could have just spent the time preparing.
Yeah.
To have this season ready to go. And they could have started off.
And now it's snowball. Now it's going to snowball into what are they going to do next season? How long is this shit going to last?
The next one too.
And just like the pandemic, if we would have just stopped everything and fucking the government gave us some money so we could have just stopped and stared at our feet for a while.
For like 6 months, just getting a couple $100 a month or whatever, a week. Yeah. And here we are.
Give us some money so we don't have to worry about our bills at the moment.
Yeah.
So we can stare at our feet, let the pandemic pass, and then let's just get going again. Because like another thing that I talk about too is like people forget like the anticipation that's growing right now for that next live show or that next live sporting event or whatever. That anticipation, the longer you wait for that show to happen, the more anticipation that grows, when that happens, it's going to be fucking spectacular. But if you play a fucking basketball game now, when you should be, just to get it in, it's like, you lose that anticipation luster, that potential energy that you're creating. And that's Potential Energy by Fuzzy.
I like it.
My whole
Hashtag.
question
Officially.
lately,
Yeah.
just because you brought it up, but how has 9 months of like modified trying to do things in a safe way been any better than doing nothing for a couple months?
I really liked the first couple of months of the shutdown where I just sat in this office. You can see me, the listeners can't necessarily see me, but I sat in this room every day. I wrote a book, I recorded music. It was incredible. And when everybody was like, let's get back to work, I was like, what are you talking about? I'm having a great time. Let's just like let this continue for a while.
People got bored.
But that
pretty
was
quick.
me. That was my
Yeah.
experience.
Well, people got bored pretty quickly, and not
Yeah.
just bored.
I
but-
wasn't bored.
Yeah, and we got to remember too, no money came for anybody, so
Right.
not
Right,
everybody can
yeah.
just sit on their haunches, and because people have bills, and
Yeah.
it just sucks. It just
Yeah. I was lucky to have I was able to work from home, so I should go back and say that I feel lucky that I was able to work from home
Mhm.
and continue to be able to pay my bills at my regular income, but I know many others weren't. So yeah, but just the same. This isn't. We were going to talk about this today, Fuzzy. I thought that was part of the podcast. We weren't going
Well,
to talk about COVID here.
That's part of it. Yeah, that is definitely part of it. Another
Yeah, I think we went off the notes. This is what happens when we get off the notes.
yeah, and that's what we do on Fuzzjock. We
We always go off the notes.
we go off the notes all the time.
The
Yeah.
notes
The notes are there for a reason.
Speaking of the
Loose
notes,
guideline.
speaking of the notes,
How did
we-
the soccer team do? Are we on to soccer now?
yeah, yep.
Yeah.
How'd the
Um,
Loons do, Charlie? You were watching that game.
Ooh, well,
We had the
So,
intro ready
I've been,
to
you
go for him.
No.
MN United beat Sporting KC 3-0 to advance to the Western Conference Finals, which were tonight.
Which is
and
tonight, right
just
now.
Ended a little bit ago.
Yep, and they
Oh,
were
really?
when we went live, they were ahead 2-0.
Oh no.
Yes, they were leading 2-0.
And what happened?
And then in the last few minutes, Seattle was able to score 3 goals. One of
What?
them in extra time after the game was tied. And that was it. It was like with the last 30 seconds left in the game, they scored a goal and won.
Oh
But
man.
Seattle will be
Man.
recruiting and going to the finals.
Well,
Again.
Well, is
Damn.
this the furthest
What a
that the
freaking bummer.
well, is this the furthest that the Loons have made it in the soccer?
Yeah, it's the first time they've ever had a win and advanced, and they looked great this year.
This
It
is
was
the first
Holy
time they ever
cats.
had a win?
Yeah, they'd never won in the playoffs before.
In the
Wow.
playoffs,
The year
yeah.
before was their first time going to the playoffs.
Okay,
This
okay.
year was their first year getting a win.
So next
so-
year is they're gonna go to the
They're gonna
finals,
win it all.
and then they got to go to the finals first, and then
Oh yeah,
can
they
win.
got to go to the finals
Yep,
first. Yep.
So
win
we're
it
like
next
2 years out. Well,
Yeah.
that's a bummer. Move on to
Yeah, what a bummer. That sucks.
let's move on to AEW then,
Yeah.
since their season's done.
Sure.
What?
So this
Big debut. Wow.
Sting debuted. Do you know who Sting is? Do you remember Sting, James?
The
Or
singer from the Police,
Yeah.
Sting,
The wrestler.
no?
Tantric
yeah.
Sting.
He's back?
He's back.
Does he defeat you with slow sex or what?
How the fuck? How old is this motherfucker?
Is he go?
Sting?
Does he have the old classic like knockoff Ultimate Warrior makeup, blonde hair Sting?
Well, he has gray hair, but basically.
Oh, dude,
He's not doing the crow makeup anymore.
this
Oh, yes.
guy. I remember him.
I don't want crow makeup Sting. I want
You
classic,
want surfer dude Sting?
classic surfer Sting.
You don't want Joker Sting? Do you
What's a
guys
Joker Sting?
you guys don't know what Joker Sting is? He was on TNA.
TNT.
The where he had this a lot of people didn't know about it, but he had this like the storyline where he went fully crazy, and then he started and then he like kind of based it off of Heath Ledger's Joker, and started
Cool.
putting on like Joker makeup and shit, and
Weird.
because he was all
Oh, I see it here.
he was all pissed off at Bischoff and what Hulk Hogan were doing.
Oh man.
Yeah, it was pretty it's pretty scary. It's the scariest thing, but that's not the Sting we got. We got the black and white regular Sting with the baseball bat.
Oh.
My friend Splinter, our friend, the friend of the podcast, Splinter, he mentioned how long is the coach going to be happy with this, C-Dubs?
Hmm?
The coach, how is he going to be? Yeah, coach.
Arn Anderson.
Arn Anderson. How
Um,
long is he going to be happy with this? Because Sting and Arn Anderson have a fucking history that they are. If AEW does things the correct way and the way they've been doing it, they got to address that because obviously Sting's going to be part of the family, right? Nightmare family, right?
Well, I have an idea for that. So I think here's how they can do it right. By having the rivalry going between them, is Sting becomes Darby's trainer and his manager, and then he starts going up against the Nightmare family. So then it's no longer just the Nightmare family and Darby going against Team Taz. Now there's actual stakes for everyone against each other.
Okay.
That's my idea. That's what I think they can do with it.
So you do think that they're going to bring up the rivalry between him and Arn?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's why they had him in the ring. They wouldn't have had him in the ring otherwise.
I suppose.
I mean, what else was the point of having Arn there other than to stare him down to bring up the past?
And do the figure 4 leg lock.
And stand in the rafters.
Sting.
Stand in the rafters and point his bat at people.
Yep.
We had a AEW championship change from Moxley.
Yes.
Moxley finally lost. Do you remember what the stats were for how long he held on to that title?
Was it 18 months?
Yeah, like
He had been, or no, not the title. He had been undefeated for 18 months. And he'd held the title for 9 months.
yeah. Kenny Omega took the title.
Mm-hmm.
Where did
And
you
where
take
did
it?
he take it to? Yeah, where did he take it?
Oh, yeah, that's right. He won the title and then he took it to a different organization.
He's taking it to TNA Impact.
TNA Impact.
We all have
He
to
took it
tune
to
in
a
Tuesday
different-
night to find out.
We have to tune in on a different night to a different wrestling organization to see what he's doing with this with the AEW's wrestling belt. Isn't that crazy?
Are they going to join together?
Cross promotion between two different companies.
That's awesome.
So
They want to do like a Marvel versus DC thing.
Yes, absolutely.
They actually do.
So
That's what they want to do.
So since Joker Sting was on TNA, do you think he was actually part of the TNA roster?
Ooh, nice
Who-
theory.
Who is Sting actually signed to?
Maybe he wasn't coming to AEW. Maybe that was teaser.
Yeah.
Teacher by Caesar.
So the next thing that's up on the notes there,
Oh yes.
Colin, did you watch that at all? Do you know what this is talking about? The Dinner Debonair
Debonair.
made
Dinner
the
Debonair.
that Chris Jericho and MJF did the song and dance thing that they did. Got the New York Times best performance of 2020.
Like,
I
And it's
them I am
performing.
not aware of this.
It's them performing me and my shadow, but like with wrestling in the lyrics.
Maxwell Jacob Friedman doing Me and My Shadow on All Elite Wrestling.
Yeah.
Is that what we're talking about?
Yes.
Yes. It is absolutely fabulous.
Oh, you froze. Oh no.
You're still
we can
there.
still hear you
Your
though.
audio's
We
still
can
there.
hear you. I can hear you.
But yeah, professional wrestling got on the New York Times best performances of 2020 list. Isn't that insane? Just
Amazing.
awesome.
It just made the list, or it was like number one.
It made the list.
It was probably number one. I bet.
Yeah.
It's
bet.
listed like the second thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, which is basically number one.
They
because
rarely look up highly to it.
whoever gets the actual number one is just like that's just charity. Like, yeah, that person, gets the
But,
appearance of number one. But so
We gotta
Chris
say
Jericho.
congratulations to Becky Lynch and Seth Rollins for having a wrestling baby.
Wrestling baby.
I think it's the first ever wrestling baby that I know of.
Yep.
I don't know I don't even know what they look like, but they got to be scary looking.
It's gonna come out with big thighs and forearms. It's gonna look like Popeye. That's what wrestling babies look like.
And then Pat Patterson unfortunately passed away.
He was one of the first openly gay wrestlers, even though it wasn't part of his kayfabe. He started, way back when that was not very acceptable, and he came to this country and was like, "I'm gonna fucking wrestle," even though people aren't gonna accept this, and people actually were very accepting in many aspects of his life about it. But
still,
he also, I believe, came up with the Royal Rumble, like the idea of going to the rope. And
I
all
love
that.
the Royal Rumble.
Oh,
Yeah, he came up with that too.
So very
was great.
influential person with and he came out and like it wasn't like
He came out. He came out on WWE Legends, which is like a reality TV show they did, but he was out to all the wrestlers before that. But he came out on the program, and like had this big moment, and that's how he let the universe know, who wasn't involved. So.
Well, awesome. Yeah. Well, I'm sorry to have him pass away.
Yeah, he was a very influential man and did a lot behind the scenes people don't know about. So, rest in peace, Pat Patterson.
You guys all know what that sound is. We do not have this in the notes, and I'm sorry, Colin, but at the end of the show, we always end it with fuzzy memory trivia. It's a trivia-based game where I ask questions, and then you guys answer them. And then if you answer them correctly, you get a point. And if you answer them incorrectly, you don't get a point.
Cool.
And I got these questions and answers all lined up, ready to go for you guys right now. And the way we're going to do it, since we have 3 of you guys, we'll do it buzzing. It's going to be a buzzing, okay? So
How do you buzz?
You say buzz.
Buzz.
You just did.
Buzz.
Yeah.
I
So
got the buzz.
This isn't actually how we end the show, because then we're going to end the show the way we end the show after this.
yeah, that's true. James, do you want to read off the first question? No, I got the questions. This is the time that I read off the point scores. The C-Dubs has got 7 points, and James has got 8, and Colin has 6. Okay.
Oh yeah, from last time.
Yeah, from last time.
Hell yeah.
Okay.
I did all right.
Okay, remember to buzz in. Who won the 2018 NHL China game? That sounds racist. Who won the 2018 NHL China game played on September 15th?
Buzz.
C-Dubs.
Chicago Blackhawks?
Incorrect. Boston Bruins. Which basketball player's name means little warrior?
Buzz.
James.
Dikembe Mutombo.
Incorrect. Shaquille Rashawn O'Neal was little warrior. Which Seattle Mariner earned the nickname Mr. Mariner?
Buzz?
C-Dubs.
Ken Griffey Jr.?
Incorrect. Alvin Davis.
Oh, Alvin!
Who was Canada's Male Athlete of the Year in 1993?
Buzz. Wayne Gretzky.
Incorrect. Mark Tewksbury. There you go.
Yeah, that guy. I remember
that guy.
Yeah, that fucking guy.
I'm really
That
bad at
fucking guy.
pronouncing names, by the way. Who did LeBron James have 61 points against as a Miami Heat player?
Buzz.
C-Dubs.
Sacramento Kings.
Charlotte Bobcats.
Done.
Which Pittsburgh Penguins coach took home the NHL's Jack Adams Award for the 2010-2011 season?
Buzz.
James.
Was it Mahama Miami?
Nope, it was Dan Blasma. Okay. That was the
Dan
end of...
Bylsma. He was the Bills. He coached the Sabres about 2 years ago.
Yeah,
I
why
didn't
didn't
know
you
that.
see- why didn't-
I totally blanked. I blanked. I got nervous.
Are we sure that
God
the
damn it.
scores that I mentioned earlier were right? Because you guys are not good at this game.
Yeah.
Did
well.
anyone get anything?
You got to feed me some like early 90s Bills trivia, man.
Oh.
I'll get all those right.
Oh well. Next time.
Who
next
was the
time.
Bills kicker? Steve Christie, you know?
Yeah. Well, next time, Colin. I'll have you write the questions and the
That's
answers.
right.
How would you like them potatoes, huh? Okay, so that means that we are at
like
the end of the show. We like to talk about how we are going to spend the rest of the week,
Our lives.
and our lives if we would like to. James, what are you gonna do in the rest of your life, dude?
I'm gonna spend the rest of my life being awesome and showing my son how to be awesome so that he can show other people how to be awesome. And that's what I'm gonna do for the rest of my life.
You'll live
While
forever
wearing a
that way,
mask.
man. Yeah.
Nah, I ain't gonna do that.
Yeah.
What's he not gonna do?
I ain't gonna
I
live forever.
said you'll live forever that way by passing on your awesomeness to
and I
other
gonna
people who
live
pass on your
forever.
awesomeness.
Are
You'll
you
Live
gonna
Forever
live
by Oasis. That's a good
forever?
song.
Are you
right.
gonna live forever? Are you gonna C-Dubs, what are you gonna do the rest of your life?
I'm gonna live on an island inside of my mind. It's
Oh,
peaceful and calm and tranquil. And
That's the
where
name
I'm
of a giant song.
I kind of like that. I kind of
Yeah,
like
that's
that.
hip.
Hip. Whoa, Colin, what are you gonna do the rest of your life?
I'm gonna finish grading my students' essays. This is finals week, so I have to get caught up on that.
Oh yeah.
Finish grading. Working on a music video, and I don't know. I might do some recording. You know, just some shit.
I like
some
that.
stuff.
I like that. I
Yeah.
like that. Yeah. Why not?
And you, Mr. Fuzz?
Me? I am going to keep trying
For the
to just keep on going with the flow of things, not worry too much. If I see somebody without a mask, I'm not going to get mad at them. I'm going to remind them how easy it is to put one on and not to be scared about it.
Right.
Fine, fine.
I'm going to try to stay inside as much as I can, not be around anybody at all, only go out for essentials or only for work. As long as I can go to work, hopefully everybody else stays safe, because I would really appreciate everybody having a healthy new year.
Buzz Jock Radio. Buzz Jock Radio.